For more, joining us is Mary C. Curtis. She's a columnist at Roll Call and the OpEd Project Senior Leader. Mary, I'm kind of reminded of 1960, the first Irish Catholic president, John Kennedy. Today we've got the second Irish Catholic president in Joe Biden. But back in 1960, Kennedy defeated the first California vice president. Now we're going to see our second California vice president in Kamala Harris. A lot has changed in 60 years. Back in 1960, no one would suspect that we'd see a woman as vice president or a woman of color. So talk to us about the significance of this day.
Yeah, this is huge. You know, we talked about it. I also have the Equal Time podcast. I talked about it with some black elected officials, female. And this is huge because she is breaking several barriers. She is a woman, and of course we've had women run as vice president, but she is winning. She won vice president-elect. She is a black woman and a woman of South Asian descent. So we see she is representative of the diversity of the United States and also of the coalition that really came together to elect this ticket. And we saw that, you know, former Vice President Joe Biden was surrounded by a lot of powerful women in his campaign, as well as his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. And we can expect that she is going to, she will be the last person he talks to, you know, that's in his ear. So many of these issues, criminal justice, black maternal health disparities, health care, immigration, so much, she will definitely have an impact.
Let's talk about the selection, too, and what that means, because, you know, she did take some jabs at Joe Biden during the debates. It was written about quite a bit, but Biden said, I don't hold grudges, and his message seems to be one of healing right now. She's kind of emblematic of that. What kind of signal does that send to America?
Well, you know, he has a tall, big job ahead of him because he did campaign, he said, on the soul of America. And famously, Barack Obama in 2004 said there is no red states or blue states, it's the United States of America. But this election showed that we are divided as a country. Trump got more votes than he did last time. And then, of course, Joe Biden bested that by more than 4 million votes. But it's going to take a lot to bring the country together. We see also that President Trump is not going gracefully, shall we say. He has all of these lawsuits going and encouraging these protests. And so, yes, it will take the ticket of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to draw this country together.
Mary, you're a student of history. When I think of history and stylistically, the only person that comes to mind when you think of Donald Trump is Joseph McCarthy. And when he fell from grace, Eisenhower said it's not McCarthyism, it's McCarthyism. In other words, it was gone. But I don't see that with Trumpism. Do you? I mean, what is going to be the legacy of Donald Trump? Is this kind of philosophy that he has, this populism, is it going to continue?
Trumpism definitely is not dead, and you could see it because some of the Senate and other candidates that cleaved themselves close to him did pretty well, and the majority of the Republicans did stay with Donald Trump. And so he really did transform this party, the party of trade and and so forth. He is the populist, and also he brought out some of those nativist tendencies, the way his last part of his campaign appealed to fear of low-income folks moving into your suburban neighborhoods, which is odd because the suburbs now in the United States are pretty diverse. And he talked about law and order quite a bit as a code word. And I don't see Trumpism dying, and you can see that by the amount of people who are out there saying that there was something wrong with the election process, even though there is absolutely no proof of any kind of fraud. So yes, I see Trumpism continuing. Now, I am heartened because there were fears that there would be some kind of violence. So far, that has not happened.
Mary, quickly, if you can, in about 20 seconds, who do you think in the Republican Party can tell Trump it's over, you need to concede?
Well, we've seen Chris Christie and others try to say that he should. I think right now, from what I hear, they're trying to get him to accept it, but knowing he probably won't ever say that he concedes. And he is not going away. This is his brand. He'll be on Twitter. He'll be out on the broadcast. He might even have his own TV show again. So we have not seen the end of Trump or Trumpism.
All right, Mary C. Curtis joining us. Thanks so much for your analysis.